Hello there from PortAventura. It is Saturday, the 7th of December 2019. It's our second day on the resort, but today we're going into PortAventura Park, once again joined by the three Lancashire folk.
Hello.
What are you most looking forward to today, Stuz?
Shambhala.
Shambhala.
Good stuff. I love that ride so much. Brilliant ride. So looking forward to well, getting back on Baco as well. Stampida, but we'll see how rough it is now.
Yeah.
But, yeah, should be a good day. The sun's shining.
Sun's out, guns out. Let's talk to Mark.
Hello.
Hello. What are you most looking forward to today?
Baco, Stampida, maybe a ride on Dragon Khan. I've heard Hurricane Condor's not working today, so that can be. No,
I've heard they're especially opening it for you.
All right, okay.
They're going to let you lap it for yourself for an hour on standing floorless.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Thanks very much for that. Other than that, saloon show will be good.
Yeah.
Can't wait to experience what it offers at Christmas, and just the overall Christmas atmosphere. Taking the parade as well.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Jingle, jingle all the way.
Stuff like that. Yeah. Stuz, you've seen the Halloween parade and the summer parade. You're looking forward to seeing the Christmas one. I can assure you it'll be catchy music again.
Well, it always is at PortAventura, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Cool. Well, we've also got Mark with us to man a few words. Are you happy to be back?
Yeah, great to be back. It's like a second home.
It's a second home for you.
It really is.
Good stuff. Shall we
head in?
Shall we go in? Because they've opened the gates. On entry to PortAventura, already can't help noticing all the Christmas decorations here. I'm not going to pan around the area for now because the sun will glare straight onto the screen. First ride of the day will be Furious Baco, or as Mark's been calling it off camera, Furious Tobacco, because he couldn't find any tobacco in Saloon last night. Yeah, I really like this ride. I'm really looking forward to getting back on it. I didn't manage to do it when I was here in April. The queue was 2.5 hours long according to the screens, and whilst I was on my own, there was no way I was going to queue for that. Now I know Baco is a bit of a head rattler. It's a bit got some bad vibrations on the end seats, but I'm hoping that we're going to catch it nice and quiet, get a couple of rides on it. So we're going to get in the queue now, we're going to get fired into the queue while it's nice and quiet, get on it early, and hopefully get a few rides on it before it gets busy. We'll see you after a ride on Furious Baco. We've just taken our first ride of the day on Furious Baco. Let's start with Mark. Got a bit of a sore head after that one. Stuz forcibly made sure you were on the outside seat.
I don't know what to say, mate, to be honest with you. I thought at the start, get some nice Maverick, best restraints on it, might be alright. It was absolutely horrible. I'll give it its highlight. Baco would be one of the best coasters ever if it ended after the launch. If it just launched and then just gradually came round to the station.
Yeah, just did like a bank corner into the brakes and oh, it's finished.
Yeah, then it would be ace. You know what I mean? Because the acceleration on it is brilliant. The rest of it, nah, get without it. Get a nice Intamin LSM launch on it.
A Blitz coaster.
A Blitz coaster, similar to a Taron. Get that in its place, and I'd be happy days. I'd be here all the time then.
Cool. Stuz, do you want to come and shot?
Yeah.
Just waited patiently off shot there. The Wiganers are swapping over there.
Leave it, please.
What did you think of Baco? You were on an inside seat.
Yeah, I made sure I was on an inside seat. I was so glad when he went into the outside seat. I thought, yeah, right.
I was shocked when Mark didn't just jump in one of them.
I was expecting him to go on the inside seat. I thought, I'm going to get lumbered with an outside seat, but luckily I didn't. I thought, thank you very much for that one, Mark. Thank you, cheers. Appreciate that. And so does my head as well. But inside seat next to the back row, it wasn't too bad. Not the best ride I've had on, but certainly not the worst ride. Definitely the worst seat on the ride is back row outside seat. That was just hell, that was, to be honest. I did that a few years ago and I thought never again after that. But
we've been doing Baco for a lot of years.
Yeah.
And we've well, I was saying to Mark in the break run, quite surprised it's lasted this long with all the hate it gets, but the locals seem to love it. They seem willing to queue hours for it. Yet us British enthusiasts, we just can't handle it. None of us can. We're always coming away going, oh, it's good, but it's rough.
Yeah, it does pull a queue though, as you say. We just we queued about 15 minutes for it.
We're lucky that we've done 15 minutes because we did it straight away.
It's at least half an hour, 40 minutes now, I reckon.
Yeah.
Because the whole park has just gone, all the craze of the park has just gone to this ride now, and it's just swamped the queue line. So we're not getting another ride on it now. We're going to go and do something else.
Yeah, we've been asked on a couple of posts about PortAventura this last few days about talking about how easy it is to get here. Now, I don't want to forget to do it in the vlog, so I'm going to do it now. It cost us, I think it was £70 return. We flew from Manchester to Barcelona with Ryanair. We booked it in April. PortAventura are really good. They released their opening hours for December, for the whole season, really early in the year. So if you do think, do you know what, quite fancy some winter sun, I'm going to go over do the coasters at PortAventura in November, December, or even January. You can usually check around February, March time, and the times roll up for the season. And then if you book really early with Ryanair or EasyJet or even Vueling, they're always really cheap to get to Barcelona. And then what you can do is you can either get the bus with a company called Planner. They've got their own website, they're called Bus Planner. It's usually about €15 each way from Barcelona Airport to Salou, and stay in Salou. But I think they come to PortAventura as well. I think they come directly to PortAventura, but I'm not 100% sure on that. But it's like €15 each way. It takes about an hour and a half from the airport. Alternatively, you can get a train. Usually you have to go to Barcelona Sants from Barcelona Airport, and then you can get a commuter train from Barcelona Sants to Salou. And again, Salou train station, it's really close to the seafront. Stay in a hotel, look on booking.com or I just want to say we're not sponsored by any of these companies I'm mentioning. I would put a paid promotion thing in if we were, but we're not. It's just tips on how to get here. But yeah, if you get the train to Salou from Barcelona Airport, that's about an hour and a half, 2 hours too. It seems like a long time, but it's really comfortable trains, especially if you get a nice table seat with a view out the window and stuff. But Salou train station, nice and close to Salou seafront, where you can get buses to PortAventura. Alternatively, you can always look at booking a taxi from the airport, but that'd probably cost you at least €100. Or if you drive, you can hire a car. There's lots of hire car companies at Barcelona Airport. We've done it with Hertz this time. The car hires actually cost £75, so between 4 of us, absolutely nothing. Absolute bargain. We got a really nice Renault Capture as well, which is a car I've never driven before. You will have to pay quite a hefty deposit for a car hire. It's usually like €200, €300, but again, if you've got a credit card or if there's a group of you, split it up, put it on the credit card, and you do get that deposit back at the end. So moving on from my PortAventura tips to get here in whenever really, those tips will work all year round, but I would recommend coming at this time of the year. It's nice and sunny, coasters aren't overly busy usually, and it's not too expensive if you book it nice and early. Oh yeah, Furious Baco. I am a fan of it, but as I get older I'm finding it more and more rougher and unbearable to ride. I think it's not so much that it's rough, I think it just vibrates and it just rattles your head so much that I think its days are probably going to be numbered eventually. I do think, as popular as it might be, PortAventura are surely going to look at it at some point and go, we can do better here, we can use this space better. Or I can't imagine it with just like normal trains on it. I just don't think it'd work. Maybe the Taran trains would work on it, but that kind of style, I just can't see it, So yeah, it'd be interesting to see what they do, but I think we're going to go and check on the rapids now and see what else is going on and hopefully do some more rides before it does get a little bit busier than what it currently is. If you're a fan of the water rides here at PortAventura and you do decide to come in December, it's worth mentioning that the rapids are open, but Tatuki Splash, the Log Flume and Angkor are all closed. But as you can probably see from this little bit of footage, there is no queue for the rapids and it'll be like that all day. Next up is Shambhala. How often do you see it this quiet? This is definitely one of the perks of coming at this time of the year. Studs is like, yes, get me on this ride. Not often we see it like this.
No, not at all. I think it's quite possibly the quietest I've ever seen it actually.
And it's on 2 trains.
Great, even better.
Even better.
Yeah.
It's worth mentioning that This opens about half an hour after the park, whereas stuff like Stampida doesn't open till 11:30. And the park opened at 10 o'clock, which is pretty shocking really. But if the whole park's going to be this quiet on the coasters, we're not going to complain really. Just taken our first rides of the trip on Shambhala. How was that for you?
Apart from the fact I got stapled on it, it does what it needs to. Shambhala. It's got airtime, but for me, I want it to do a little bit more than that. I think. When you're in the station and they literally.
They proper slam you into your seat with its lap bars.
Yeah, so you literally can't move.
But it's not normal because it doesn't happen on Diamondback, Baco, Silver Star, Nitro.
No, it literally, has it gone green? And then, oh yeah, it has, let's fine, let's send it. So with this, it's literally like you can get, you know that it's gone, I knew it had gone down 3 clicks and he still jumped on it and pinned me in my seat and I was like, great, thanks mate, so you've killed the only thing that's enjoyable about it.
The thing is as well, this is probably the first time you've done Shambhala since we've done like Steel Vengeance, since we've done Magnum, since we've done the other B&M Hypers in America. Does it lose its edge when you do something like Steel Vengeance, which has airtime, but it also has something about it other than airtime?
Agreed. What I've come to learn, like when I've done more and more coasters, is the fact that I want more and more from a coaster. I want more. I want it to be like, I want to be out of my seats. I want to be enjoying it. And with this, you know what's coming. You know it's going to be an airtime, and it's like, right, okay. And to be honest with you, after the ride that we've just done, I think I prefer Silver Star.
Yeah. Stuz, Jock, come in shocks. We know that Stuz is a big fan of Shambhala. Has that changed after doing all the coasters that we've done this year?
To be honest, no it hasn't. It's still one of my top 10 coasters. Yeah, I just love it so much, that ride.
Good stuff.
I got away with it then. As Mark, you got pinned. Luckily I didn't. I thought the guy was going to like literally jump on my lap bar, but he didn't. So I got a great ride there. Lots of airtime.
Excellent. The thing with Shambhala is, I remember the first time I did it back in 2012, and I was a bit like, is that it? And then I did it more and more, and I did it every year after that, and it really grew on me, and I started to think, you know what, this is how a hyper coaster should be. And then last year everything changed because I rode Steel Vengeance for the first ever time, I rode Silver Star for the first ever time, but most importantly rode Magnum XL200. And for me, that is, even after 30 years, that is the GOAT. That is the greatest of all time when it comes to hyper coasters. It's got airtime, but it doesn't feel too smooth. The thing with Shambhala, right, the build quality is perfect because it's so smooth. It's so smooth. And the airtime is perfect if you like smooth airtime. But like Mark says, I want more than that. I want a little bit more. I want it to have a bit of edge to it. I want it to have a little bit of an out of control, raucous feeling. Shambhala doesn't have that. Yes, you get your willy lift, you get off the seat, you get thrown off the seat quite a lot, but it's soft airtime, it's like floaty airtime, it's not ejector, it's just sort of just glide over the hills, whereas stuff like Magnum and Steel Vengeance, as an example, and the other RMCs have done, which have all got similar airtime to Shambhala, they properly launch you out of your seat, and you know you've been on a ride when you've been on those, whereas Shambhala is just a little bit like, okay, it's good, but it's like a leisurely hyper coaster. It's a great ride, don't get me wrong, it's a great ride, but it's not the best. It's not even close to the best hyper coaster. But it's good for this park, it's good for what it is. Nice to see it with no queue, but even with that small queue that we showed you on camera, it still took 15 minutes because they were just faffing and sending it because they're so insistent on pinning people. But I I've been on Baco as well in SeaWorld Orlando, and I remember that they've got a screen in the back of the station with all the seats and green lights, and as soon as the seat comes down and it's in the right position, it goes green. If it's green, it goes. If every seat's green, the train goes. In Shambhala, everyone's got to be given the staple gun treatment, and I think that's what ruins it as well. But overall, it's just a little bit too lethargic. Great coaster, but doesn't do enough for me. So it's now over to Dragon Con and then to the saloon show. The good news about Dragon Con is it's on 2 trains, and even though it's got a bit more of a queue than Shambhala, still don't think that's going to take much longer than about 20 minutes. So again, one of the good things about coming to PortAventura in December is that the waiting times for the coasters are a lot less than you would be used to if you come to this park in, say, July or August time. So if you want a coaster fix in the winter, definitely recommend coming over here for a few days. We've just been on Dragon Con then. What would you say to that one?
I was a bit wild, to be honest with you.
It was.
Back row, and it bounced down that first drop.
I think bounce would be a generous assessment. That ride is so rough now compared to what it was even 5 years ago. It's such a rough coaster for a B&M. You'd think it'd be like nice and smooth. But go back to like Ferrari Land yesterday. Red Force was rough after 2 years, so it shouldn't really be a shock that Dragon Con's rough after what? What is it? 24 years it's been going now.
It is, yeah.
So we've got a bit of medication on the go. We've got a bit of Estrella to help us out. I'm not sure how the proper etiquette is to hold these, but they'll be getting drunk pretty quickly. Anyway, it's off to the saloon show now, which is called Christmas Magic, I believe, or Magic Christmas. It's mostly going to be in Spanish, but you'll be able to get the gist of what's going on. There'll be lots of songs and dancing and just general good stuff to watch. So we'll be getting a dinner in there too, and we'll include some shots of the show in the vlog.
¡Rudos! ¡Qué frío! ¡Vamos todos! ¡Ho, ho, ho! Santa funk you up, 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 Santa funk you up.
Wigginers together.
Merry Christmas to you. We've got the Wigginers together.
Later.
The Lafers together.
Wigginers.
The Wigginers. Alright, Lancashire folk together. Both like a meat and potato pie on a bun, or a bap, or a cob, or whatever the hell you call it, a roll. How was the saloon show for you two? Did you enjoy it?
Yeah, it was good, yeah. The choreography again was brilliant as well, which I know you guys enjoyed the choreography there, yeah.
I was going to say, Studs, you've seen the summer shows.
Yeah.
So do you enjoy
very
the Christmas
similar,
one, yeah?
Yeah, it was just as enjoyable, yeah.
Excellent.
But, as you were saying before, I don't think they quite expect as many English in December coming to the show, so it's a lot more, you know, in the summer show they do include a bit of English, because
and French as well.
Tourists and French, yeah, because they expect the tourists but at this time of the year, it's Spanish only. So it's strictly all Spanish.
Yeah, which is fair enough because you wouldn't
fair enough,
really
yeah.
expect us to be here at this time.
Not at all. I can't blame them. No, it's,
Yeah, but we got the gist of what was going on.
What was going on, exactly, yeah.
It was good.
Right, we'll go to Mark.
Yeah, it was
First time you've seen it, yeah?
Yeah.
Enjoy it?
I thoroughly enjoyed it. It was just fun, enjoyable, and yeah, you don't pick up on what they're saying, but you get the gist of it, so you know when to clap, and it's just so much fun, so much fun.
Yeah, and you didn't end up on stage, so you're probably happy about that.
Yeah, well, I wanted Studs to go up, to be honest with you.
Not happening.
Studs says not happening.
Not happening.
What about, we'll get you up on stage in April.
No.
Yeah.
Get Mike on stage.
Mike on stage, that's happened before.
Yeah,
Mike loves the limelight. He loves the stage, yeah.
I still reckon Studs will be up a bit funny.
Yeah,
We're
definitely.
from Wigan. Exactly.
Where's Wigan?
Lee.
Yeah, but no, I mean, to be honest with you, that is superb. It really is such good fun and enjoyable. You just sit down and enjoy it. Brilliant.
Excellent. 2 weeks ago, we went on the Hangover Tower at Hyde Park, Winter Wonderland in London, and one of the people with me absolutely bricked it. And here we are again on another drop tower. Just when you thought it was going to be closed, eh?
It's going to be stand-up flawless again, isn't it?
I hope so. That's what we need. Standing flawless. We can't take the camera on, sadly. But I'm sure everyone knows what to expect. We'll put a card in the top of the screen for the Hangover POV.
Yes.
But are you excited? I'd imagine not. Stuzz is probably excited. Oh, you're glowing, mate. You're glowing.
I'm
Need some
excited.
talcum powder on that head.
I know. Am I excited? No, not one bit. Am I nervous? Very.
Very nervous.
Very nervous.
And once again, not much of a queue though.
No, it said like, what, 20, 30 minutes for it, didn't it?
Yeah.
And
It's been about 15, hasn't it?
minutes or so. It's
Nice,
alright.
quick moving queue.
Yeah.
Great.
I think even Stuzz gets nervous on this.
Yeah, I must admit, this is the one ride out of all the theme park rides we do that I do feel a bit anxious and tense at the top, just waiting for it to drop. I don't think anybody doesn't, to be honest.
Nah, I get a little bit nervous up there.
I think everybody would feel the same as I do.
How are you going to feel if we get stuck? Like, you know, like a 5-minute wait? Would you be ringing the fire brigade?
Yes.
Yeah.
The Spanish fire brigade would be here straight away. I'd be like, look, get me down.
On a ladder?
Get me a crane, anything to get me off the top.
Have to be a damn big ladder.
It'd have to be a very big ladder. For years and years and years coming to this park, I have never been lucky enough to get standing flawless on Hurricane Condor since about 2009. In 2 days, Mark's had it twice. I didn't do it yesterday when we came in here after Ferrari Land, but we've just done it standing flawless with the tilt at the top. Yeah, I got a little bit nervous, but not more nervous than this man. How was that for you?
It's just a bad look in it every time I end up on that stand-up flawless.
I am gutted we couldn't film.
Mate, it's just so high.
Yeah, it is.
And then it tilts you at the top and you're like, no,
Yeah,
No.
just stop the tilting.
no, just drop it. And it's not the comfiest being on that bicycle seat, but no, to be fair, it is a really good drop tower. It's got some force behind it, to be honest.
It gets you going, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does exactly what it needs to, and it's just a bit of a rush in it, but it's so.
We need one at Pleasure Beach.
Agreed. That eye as well.
Yes,
And
definitely.
It was so good. It's just fun. Well, fun's a wrong word for me. Everyone knows it. Yesterday, from what Scott was saying, they all heard me out on the plaza, so you can imagine again today what it were like.
Yeah, definitely. Everyone could hear. I was stood just over there yesterday watching them on Hurricane Condor because I'd had a little break while I went and got some food while they did it, and I could hear you screaming all the way down. But I'm going to bring Stuzz in because Stuzz was all calm, and then I decided to say something up there that I thought would scare Mark, and it scared you.
Yeah.
By saying, what we're going to do if the bicycle seat between our legs just disappears. And it got you nervous then, didn't it?
If the bicycle seat goes, basically
you're going,
falling, but without the restraint.
Without the brakes, yeah.
Without the brakes, so you splat on the floor like.
So it makes you a bit nervous with that.
It does, yeah. But what a ride that is! Absolutely incredible experience.
You've always loved it, haven't you?
I do love drop tail. As I said before, it's the only ride that gets me a bit nervous. And you get to the top, and you're literally holding onto the bars, and you can feel yourself squeezing the bars.
Pleasure Beach experience on YouTube.
So you do get really anxious at the top, but as soon as it drops and you can see the floor plummeting towards the floor, what an experience. Wow, it's fantastic.
Yeah, I'm just going to turn the camera back around because I just want to say that we said we were going on Stampida, but we got there and it had an hour's queue, and we just thought, we looked at the queue board and everything else was like 20-30 minutes, so Stampida's on one train on each side, and we thought, you know what, we've been on it loads of time, let's do something else. If we get on it later, we get on it. If we don't, do you know what, who cares, just RMC it, it's all good. Earlier on in today's vlog, we mentioned about some of the water rides being closed. And here's Tatuki Splash, which has still got some sound effects switched on because we can hear them, but it is fully drained, which is always a weird sight because you think back to coming here any time between April and say early November, and this area is just thriving. But even though we're quite warm for people who live in Spain who are used to 25-30 degrees, this is not warm weather for them, is it? So no one would come on it, as we've seen with the rapids. No. Would you go on it today, Tatuki Splash?
Probably not.
Probably not.
Well, I'm not a big water ride fan.
Except from
apart from if it's 30 odd degrees.
Yeah.
And I've got my shorts on and my sandals on, so.
Got your white socks pulled up to your knees as well.
No, I don't wear socks with them. I'm not one of those.
Fair enough. Mark is though. Would you go on Tatuki Splash in this weather?
No, it's a bit cold for Tatuki Splash, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I'm no deal in that, to be honest with you.
Do you know what's going to be really cold? When we get back in Manchester tomorrow.
Agreed.
And it's like 10 degrees colder than it is here. We've got to Stampida in the end, or Stampida, however you call it. It's a 20-minute queue. It's now on 2 trains on each side, and because it's Manchester Derby Day, we've opted for the red side. Of course, once the video's on, the derby will be over, and we'll probably have lost. But yeah, we're on the red side anyway. We've just taken our ride on Stampida, and we'll go to Stuz, who's... Oh, Stuz, are you okay? You had some bad news?
My head.
Oh, what's up with it?
That thing.
Stampida?
Yeah.
Not so good?
It's horrible.
We'll let you think about it while you take some paracetamol. Yeah. You liked it?
I didn't mind it, I've got to be honest with you. It was fun. Had a bit of air time on it. It's a bit raw, it's a bit jolty in places, but honestly, I just didn't mind it. It was just a bit of fun, really.
Bit of fun.
Bit of fun.
How highly would you rank it?
Well, Stuz is giving me evils here.
Come on, Stuz, come and shot.
Can I just ask? Airtime? Where?
Loads of airtime.
There was none. I didn't get any airtime. Airtime. You got to that blue and white hypercoaster over there. That's airtime, not that thing. Keep a scrap wood over there.
Scrap wood. I'm sure. Would you RMC it?
Yes.
Yeah. Would you personally get up there and help them?
Yes, I would. Free of charge.
It's free of charge. There you go, Fred Grubb. Get him on the phone.
There we are, RMC. I'll work for you free of charge. Just change that damn thing.
Damn thing.
It is. Oh, it's good though.
It's not good. It is hideous.
He's really struggling here. Things more enjoyable than Stampida. Things less painful than Stampida. Kidney removal, lung surgery, I don't know, chemotherapy, all things that I've had, they were less painful than that ride on Stampida.
A nail in the head.
I'm going to guess Stuz didn't really enjoy that. You know, it takes so long for the trains to be dispatched. I think we were sat on the brake run for a good 10 minutes and had a good think about what we really thought about it. and for the whole time Studs was just sat there going, nah, don't like it. Do you know what? It's one of the worst wooden coasters going. RMC it, get GCI over, Gravity Group, someone, just fix the damn thing. So, do you want to go do the blue side? No. Might be better.
Yeah, it might be better. We'll do blue side in April.
Yeah.
Do the blue side in April.
Yeah.
When my headache's gone.
Yeah.
When your headache's gone.
Hopefully.
Best woody in Spain though, Studs, what do you think?
Yeah. It's Tomahawk.
Tomahawk.
Yeah.
The final ride of the trip is going to be Baco and Shambhala. But Mark, how painful has that wait been?
It's been a long 50 minutes.
Yeah.
It's felt 50 minutes. There's been points in that where we've just not moved.
Yeah.
We've just stood there and waited. And I feel sorry for this guy because he's like...
There's literally one guy's been doing the restraints and that is it.
On both sides, so it's been tough, it's been painful, but at least we've got back row.
Back row, and then once we've done our final rides in Shambhala, it'll be time for the Christmas parade and then the Christmas lake show. But before then, it's time to do our final rides of the trip on Shambhala. Before we do our reviews of Shambhala, I just wanted to pick up on just how busy this area is with people waiting for the Christmas show, with the parade and then the lake show. It is absolutely heaving. It's like trying to get out of a football ground after a capacity ground sort of football match, like an 80,000 job at Wembley or something. It's absolutely heaving. So if you do come to PortAventura at Christmas and you want to watch the Christmas parade and the lake show, I would advise getting in position really early to watch it. Shambhala in the dark, was it worth the 440-minute wait? Or that's certainly what it felt like.
It definitely did feel like it at times. It was good.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it. I've done a front row ride on it today as well. If I'm all honest, I preferred the front row ride to that back row ride that we had. It was good to do it in the dark. Don't get me wrong. It had some good airtime moments on it as well. So just nice floaty airtime. It's all you can ever want from Shambhala, really.
Excellent. Studs, you wanted to do it as your last steel coaster, or your last coaster of the year.
That's right. Well, as Matt said, I love floaty airtime on coasters, so that's why it's one of my favourites. And to do a back row ride for my last ride of the year, it was special. Like, it was great. Yeah.
Excellent. Was it worth the wait?
It was a long, tiresome wait. I'd like to say it was worth the wait, but don't get me wrong. The wait was a bit painful. I will admit that it was.
It's like having your teeth taken out. A bit that kind of painful.
Yeah, a bit like that. Yeah.
Quickly before the show starts, standing in front of my big Christmas tree. Yeah, it was good. Probably the best ride on Shambhala I've had this year. Been here a couple of times this year, but it was decent. Not the best ride like I was saying earlier on, but I enjoyed it. Yeah, on to the saloon show now. Saloon show, we've seen that. The parade, that's what I mean. On to the parade now, looking forward to seeing that. And then the lake show, hopefully we can get a decent spot to watch both, but I think where we're stood, we should get a decent view of both.
make it smile and share this feeling together all over the night. Jingle bells all around, everyone can hear this magical sound. Sing a song to share this feeling together all over the world. We can ride a dream together, you and me across the sky. 'Cause it's Christmas time, open up your heart and fly. PortAventura, feliz Navidad. You can feel it all around. The time has come, it's Christmas time. PortAventura, feliz Navidad. That's the day your dream will come true. Merry, Merry Christmas to you. Merry Christmas to you. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas to you. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas to you. Merry Christmas. There's a dream that
Wow, what a day at PortAventura. Can't believe it's coming to an end already. I've got Mark and Mark free. Mark and Stuz. I'll start with you, Mark. How's your day been here at PortAventura
I
Park?
have thoroughly enjoyed today. It's just been good fun. As we've said, it's got a different vibe about it compared to summer. It's got a nice, friendly, relaxed, joyful atmosphere around the whole park, and I've absolutely thoroughly enjoyed being here today. It has been brilliant. The rides have been good, the parade's been good, and what a way to end it really. It's been brilliant, really has been good.
Excellent. Let's go to Stuz. You've now completed the set. You've been here for summer, you've been here for anniversaries, you've done Halloween.
That's right.
And you've
yeah.
now done Christmas at PortAv.
Yeah, as Mark said, it's been absolutely brilliant. I first came here back in 2010. It took me 9 years to do the Christmas event, but I'm finally here and I've finally done it, and I've thoroughly enjoyed it. Absolutely amazing. I'm definitely coming back next year, Scott. Mark, we're coming back next year, yeah?
We're doing it again.
Yeah, definitely, yeah.
We'll be back and we'll be ready for it all over
Absolutely,
again.
yeah. I've got to do Shambhala front row and back row, which was a personal highlight of me. One of my favourite ride here. So doing the front row and the back row in the same day was brilliant. Really enjoyed that. But the whole atmosphere, the festive atmosphere is incredible. You can't fault this park. They put so much effort into it. The parade, the stage show, and the lake show as well. It's really superb. Guys, if you come in to see it, come and do the Christmas event. It's really worth it. Brilliant.
As Stuz so well put it, come to PortAventura Navidad, everyone. It's been excellent. Totally recommend doing it next year, or even this year if you've got time. By the time this vlog's on, it's probably on for another 3 weeks, 4 weeks. I don't think they shut until early January. Even when you come in January, you'll still get all the Christmas stuff on, which is a bit surreal. I've done that myself a few times in the past. I've actually been here on New Year's Eve in the past and New Year's Day. Now that was a ghost town. It was so quiet. But you know what, like Mark and Stuz have said, the atmosphere is so different here compared to when you come in, like, say, July and August. And I know the obvious thing you could say is, but there's no tourists. But there's still lots of locals when you come here at that time of the year, and it just seems to be a bit of a nasty atmosphere sometimes. There's lots of queue jumping, there's lots of just shoving around, people don't get... Just people are all nasty to each other here in the summer, whether they're British, French, Spanish, it doesn't matter where people are from. It just never seems the nicest of atmospheres here in the summer compared to what it was, say, 10 years ago. But I've seen like old school PortAventura here today. It's been like, it's reminding me of when I first came here many years ago, and there was just a really nice feel about the place, and that's been evident all day. And the operations have not been as bad as I've remembered from past trips as well. They've still not been great, but compared to when I was here in April and when I was here in October last year, the operations this time have been so much better. It's been a lot more enjoyable from that side of it as well. We've not had to wait ages in queue lines with the exception of Shambhala that last time. But overall, can't fault it. It's been a fantastic day, fantastic time here. Can't wait to come next year. As soon as we get to January, February time, I'm going to be booking flights for Ryanair to come out here next December, because it's just got to happen. And I would recommend it to anyone else who's thinking, do you know what? Quite fancy doing some coasters in the winter. Got no rides at home to do in the UK in December other than Olympia looping. What am I going to do? Well, come to PortAventura. It's well worth doing it. Also, before I go, just want to say once again a big thanks to everyone who's nominated Pleasure Beach Experience for 3 categories in the Clamshell Awards put on by Cupcakes and Coasters. If you haven't already, please consider voting for us in those categories, and for your favourite creators also shortlisted for prizes. But that's it from me. Big thanks for watching. Last vlog now until after Christmas, but there is more content coming on the channel. But in case I don't see you again before Christmas, everyone have a great Christmas. Like I say, there is more content coming. But in case you don't watch any more of that before Christmas, have a great Christmas everyone. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next Pleasure Beach Experience video.